Ruslan Abdullayev of Uzbekistan from right here in Tashkent. 2022 Asian Continental gold medalist. Fantastic year in 2022 on the continental scene, because the man took under 22 continental gold as well. So Tina Politan of Bosnia-Herzegovina is our referee, and we are underway. Two experienced operators, two accomplished operators going head-to-head at the semi-final stage. The bustling figure wearing red, who is invariably over the front foot, is Hovanec Bachkov. He has secured his 4th consecutive World Championship bronze, having come away with 3rd place on the podium in the previous 3 editions. And the sharpshooter wearing blue is Ruslan Abdullayev. He's 20 years of age from right here in Tashkent. Continental Kingpin in 2022, both the senior level and the under-22 championships. You can see how accurately he's digging away to the body, and then a burst of punches through the high-held hands of Bachkov. But Bachkov, as he invariably does, answering, digging into the body of the man in blue. But Abdullayev with terrific shot selection, and he's invariably leading off. Attempted uppercut between the gloves of Hovanec Bachkov. Abdullayev, a really busy start. Look at the variety demonstrated in that combination. Then a left hook catching Bachkov as he was loading up to fire halfway through the opening round, as Bachkov digging away with punches downstairs, but answering back before getting clipped by a right hook was Abdullayev. Good work to the body once again, demonstrated by both boxers. My goodness, for the first half of the round, for my money, it was Abdullayev who was the busier, but grinding his way back into contention with attacks downstairs like that is Bachkov. Double right hand, body then head. But Ruslan Abdullayev showing that he's not shying away from this type of physical encounter. 10-year age difference between the two boxers. Both of them immensely talented. But Bachkov, 30 years of age, and he's used to operating on the highest level. Terrific straight punching. And he's getting his way back into this one. Terrific right hand was an eye-catching shot during that exchange. An exchange that Bachkov got the better of, but then Abdullayev answering immediately, resulting in torrid trade-offs in the middle of the ring. And those hooks that are being sunk into Abdullayev's torso from Bachkov have plenty of leverage and pop on them indeed. Double right hand left to the body from Abdullayev. And you just get the impression that the veteran Abdullayev is grinding his way back into contention after being subjected to a blistering first half of the opening round. A magnificent response from Bachkov, resulting in a fantastic opening 3 minutes. What a round! Well, in amongst the celebration, perhaps a little bit of uncertainty up in the stands among those Uzbekistan supporters, because Ruslan Abdullayev made a blistering start and he kept himself in it all the way. But Bachkov, in the second half of the round, the manner in which he started to find a home for his body punches may have turned the second half in his favor. How will the judges see it? But back and forth, and it's a clean sweep of the cards for Ruslan Abdullayev. I think Bachkov is a little bit unfortunate there. But remember, in IBA scoring, 10-9 is a close round. 10-8, a clear winner. 10-7, total domination. That was most certainly close but Bachkov not getting a share of it for any of the 5 scoring judges. But this man will know more than anybody that Bachkov is right there. So into the second round we go. Just as the fans in the Humo Arena and you out there in TV land and me sat here ringside are aware of the scores, so too are the boxers. And it is Abdullayev who has started on quick feet to begin this second round. Veteran's moves are shrugging his man off with his upper arm and elbow, looking to keep the advancing Bachkov at bay, but that is a very difficult task indeed as Bachkov gets inside and turns away with uppercuts underneath. But Abdullayev keeping his wits about him, but there's another chin checker of a right hook around the corner from Bachkov, who really is sitting down on his punches now and looking to just overwhelm his 20-year-old opponent. Vastly, oh, terrific right hand sends Bachkov down to the canvas. And it was such a heavy knockdown that his shoulder was practically the first thing to hit the mat. What a single right hand produced by Ruslan Abdullayev. How badly hurt has Bachkov been by that? He takes another solid right hand on the resumption. He's trying to tuck up tightly behind his gloves and forearms, but the manner in which he fell as he lands a good left hook to the body suggests that he may not have seen the shot coming, and those are the shots that inflict the most damage. Abdullayev being encouraged and inspired by these fans here, and I'm not sure that Bachkov's legs have recovered from the trip to the canvas that he endured in this second round. He's got plenty of time left in the round, comes forwards on legs that appear a little bit rubbery, and again we have to emphasize, as Bachkov biting down and continuing to dig in with shots to the torso, looking to tenderize the abdomen of his opponent. But in IBA style boxing, a knockdown is not necessarily a 10-8 round, as is the convention in professional boxing. So Bachkov still very much in this. If he continues to compete, 10-8 scores may well be returned as he lands a right hand that momentarily puts Abdullayev off balance. But Abdullayev, for my money, is having the upper hand in these exchanges with just 30 seconds and change remaining in this second round. Thought Bachkov was perhaps a tad unfortunate not to take a share of the first because he had a terrific second half of the round. But here, he's being competitive as ever, but I'm not sure he's done enough to take it. Desperation left hook lunged by Bachkov, but Abdullayev wasn't there. Closing 10 seconds of what has been a frenetic second round, an incident-filled second stanza where Ruslan Abdullayev encored a cracking right hand to send Hovanec Bachkov to the canvas. So a look at some of the action. There was the right hand which sent Bachkov to the floor. It was preceded by a jolting left hook. And Bachkov taking a heavy trip to the floor. Left hook, right hand, over he goes, shoulder touching down. And when boxers fall like that, it's a signal as to how heavy the knockdown is. Credit to Bachkov's conditioning and commitment that he was able to beat the count and keep himself in contention. But look at that, 10-9 scores returned across the board for the second consecutive round. Ruslan Abdullayev in a commanding position with 3 minutes remaining.
And we're seconds down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your third and final round.
So into the third and final round we go. Hovanec Bachkov sent to the floor in the first half of the second round. There was a final right hand that sent him over, but it was preceded by a shuddering left hook which swiveled the head of Hovanec Bachkov. Hovanec Bachkov, the tournament #1 seed. This a guaranteed 4th bronze medal as he works effectively to the body and then switching to the head. body attack once again from Bachkov, but he's got a 2018 deficit to overturn for all 5 scoring judges. So Abdullayev only has to avoid a calamitous third and final frame from his perspective to progress through to the gold medal bout, but Bachkov is looking to make that anything but a certainty because he's continuing to bang away to the man's body. Bachkov walking down his man. Abdullayev finding himself momentarily near the red corner, and by being so committed to his offense, Bachkov presenting opportunities for Abdullayev. Does Abdullayev retain the sharpness to exploit the opportunities and openings that may be presented by the unrelenting Hovanec Bachkov? Check hook landed by Ruslan Abdullayev, and again that is because Bachkov has got his foot to the floor and he's looking to walk down his man, close the distance and unload with heavy shots like that right hand over the top there. And again, for a youngster of just 20 years of age, in his first IBA World Boxing Championships, Ruslan Abdullayev is showing the wily moves of a veteran, picking his shots wonderfully between the high-held gloves of Hovanec Bachkov, catching the advancing boxer in red, but Bachkov continues to press. Scoring shot to the body before a left hook around the corner from Bachkov. As Bachkov knows that he needs a massive final round, going in pursuit of it. But Ruslan Abdullayev keeping his concentration and his wits about him wonderfully. So Bachkov warned for punching incorrectly. Good right hook to the body, left hook to the head on the resumption from Hovanec Bachkov. But it's going to be Ruslan Abdullayev who will go through to the gold medal bout here in front of his home fans. Relief up in the stands here. As Hovanec Bachkov looks as though he's going to come away with his 4th consecutive World Championship bronze. He's always being eliminated by outstanding fighters. It was Andy Cruz in 2021 and 2017, Sean Davis in 2019, and at the hands of Ruslan Abdullayev. Such greatness himself. Let's get the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, about 5:05 here in your semifinals come to a close after completing the 3 3-minute rounds in a men's light welterweight matchup. We go to the judges' scorecards where all your judges see the same way. Ruling in favor of the winner by points declared by unanimous decision. To the blue corner is Uzbekistan.
So Hovanec Bachkov bitterly disappointed because he has been conquered at the semi-final stage yet.